We're very excited where we placed at. We're going to be down the street basically. We have a lot of fans coming, and we're very excited.
Adrien, was wondering if you know anything about the history of Bryce Drew's buzzer beater 15 years ago. I know you were really young back then, but is it something you've maybe seen in the highlights throughout the years with Valparaiso? Have you ever heard of it?
No, I couldn't tell you anything. No, I wouldn't know nothing about it.
He's their coach now.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know any history.
Adrien, where do you feel like this team's mindset is heading into the NCAA tournament right now?
I think we're very focused right now. We see where we at, and we see we got to play, and we know what we got to do to get better now. And we got some experience in the tournament, and we just got to focus in, and take it game by game.
Adrien, after looking at the film of yesterday, any different evaluation on what went wrong or what you guys really need to work on here in the next couple of days?
Yeah, we just got to get more comfortable, with our teammates, as far as, switching and just communication.
Adrien, does it matter what Valpo does or anything like that, or is it still just about you guys and you guys getting better as we go?
Yeah, we're just worried about us right now. Just the main thing, we're just worried about Michigan State.
Adrien, there was no real reaction in that theater room when the bracket went up. I know those days are long over, being happy to get in, but did you feel anything about staying close to home and maybe the first two rounds at the Palace and in Indy?
Yeah, us being at the Palace, is a plus because our fans all get to come, and it's close. So we was excited. You may not have seen it, but I was very excited. Just to be able to play in front of our fans.
Adrien, do you maybe plan to try to get in touch with Brandon Wood to see what he thinks about this matchup?
Yeah, he called BJ like right before they picked it, so pretty sure we're gonna talk to him about it.
Who do you think he's gonna root for?
I couldn't tell you that. He's real tight with Valpo, and he graduated here too, so I wouldn't know.
Anything else for Adrien?
Adrien, how relieved are you just to be able to play teams outside the Big Ten now? You guys been beating up on each other quite a while.
It's excited. We finally get to play somebody else, get to see some new faces, and hopefully beat up on some other teams.
I wouldn't say there's any setbacks. I mean, I still feel pretty good right now, and just continue to get better.
Gary, what do you feel like the biggest areas this team needs to improve in to make a run in March? It seems like you guys have had a little bit issues with scoring ruts from time to time.
I wouldn't even say it's a scoring. I just say the communication aspect on defense. A lot of times we get mixed up. We lack communication, which gives the defense easy baskets, and we're losing games by 2 and 3 points. So if we take care of some of those miscommunications, we win those games.
Gary, is there a frustration level that is still happening now at this time of year? Things like communication, you think you might have that ironed out by now?
At times, you just in the game it can get frustrating, but at the end of the day, it's just everybody needs to get better at it, so you really can't get frustrated at one person. It's just a whole team thing, and we just need to get better at it.
Gary, one more thing. What about the idea that this team, you really don't know who to key in on, who to stop? Can that versatility maybe work in your favor?
We just have a lot of guys who can have an impact on the game. So, I think that works in our favor, especially in the tournament. We can have matchup problems that we have one game that we might not have the next. So, that's just good for us as we go down the road.
Gary, can you just talk about staying focused on that first weekend, I guess, after that Indianapolis? I just wonder if that's something that kind of flashed up there for you, if there's like an added incentive.
Oh man, I mean, of course you think about it, but I mean, we got to take care of the first game first. I mean, if we don't win that game, there is no next game, and there is no Indianapolis. So we just got to concentrate on what's in front of us.
Gary, you were talking after the game yesterday about teams helping off you less, maybe putting a little more emphasis on you. Did that bear out when you watched the film yesterday, or even of both games, that there's some it's getting harder to get clean looks?
We just got to. I was talking to Coach about it. We just got to make harder cuts, set up the defense more, and just watch the film and just find different areas where the defense has soft spots.
Gary, what was your biggest takeaway from the Big Ten tournament to help you guys sort of get ready for this next tournament?
We got to have better communication and doing the little things. I mean, we lost the game by 3, and I mean, if we have better communication or get an extra loose ball or not have some of the turnovers, I mean, we win that game.
You know, I think we have to have a great amount of respect for teams like Valpo, you know, because in this tournament, it's win or go home, man. If you take any team for granted on any given night, you could be upset and be heading back home. So that's one of the things that we don't want to happen. So we just got to watch the film and try to focus in for 40 minutes.
Keith, last time out, only a couple of assists. How do you focus more going into this tournament and on what you need to do to maybe get your teammates also in this as well?
Of course, you know, I mean, it's my job to get others involved and help them have an impact on the game, you know. So that's one of the things that I keep in the back of my mind each and every time I step on the floor.
Keith, what do you think is most critical for you guys to make a run?
Communication on both ends of the floor. You know, I feel like we pick up our communication a little bit. You know, it'll prevent a lot of bad things from happening. You know, so if we're able to improve in that area, we should make a great run in this tournament.
Keith, I'll follow that up with what I asked Gary. Is it surprising that you're still talking about developing communication this time of the year?
Yeah, you can say that, but at the same time, it's not really nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can harp on it as much as you want, but it's something that just has to be done. And I feel like everybody in our locker room is making a conscious effort to try to work on it, you know. So it's not like anybody's not communicating on purpose. So, I mean, it's something that I feel like we're working on, and I think it's really going to get better.
Keith, Coach Izzo's talked all year about how hard you've played on defense. Are you surprised to hear a guy call you out on national television for your defense during the selection show?
I really didn't pay too much attention to it. I didn't even hear what he said.
Anything else for Keith?
Just one more thing. What do you feel like the atmosphere is going to be like there? Do you think it's going to be a little bit different just having Michigan fans and Michigan State fans in the same arena and having so many of them in that close proximity?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little different, but at the same time, I feel like our fans that are going to be there is going to pretty much help us, you know. When things aren't going so well, they are going to always be there to, you know, help us try to gain a little bit of momentum, you know. So I feel like it should work out to our favor.